Hey, you guys. It's Deb coming to you live tonight. I know it's a little late. We'll see if any of you guys join me in our well and beautiful group. So say hi when you pop on. If you catch the replay, say hey. So I know that you popped on. But gee whiz, it's Wednesday, and I thought, why not share some of my latest wellness hacks? Because I don't know about you guys, but I've shared a little bit already that COVID has really just been a struggle, right? And maybe some of you guys remember, like a long time ago when this whole thing started and we were all at home, and I thought it was really funny to eat Pop-Tarts for breakfast. And then my husband brought home a big case of Pop-Tarts, and then it all just went downhill from there. So 25 pounds later, depression and anxiety and just not feeling good, and then most of all, just not having the energy, right? And at this stage in the game, I got lots of things that I got to get done on a daily basis, and it's just not happening because my energy level isn't there. So the COVID's got to go. COVID-25 has got to go, and now maybe, just maybe, I might have the right mindset to be able to get things on track. So say hi when you're popping on, you guys, so I know that you're here. I can see some people are watching, but I can't see who it is. So just say hi. Just say hey, say hi. I think maybe like Facebook doesn't show people until like somebody comments now. I don't know what the deal is. So I'm drinking my little nightcap. I've got my celery juice. I still try to do some celery juice every once in a while. The goal is to be at least like on the weekends. I really like to do that, and then I'll have like 2 or 3 days supply, and we can drink it in the morning, and sometimes Ron will too, but it's been a minute since Ron has drank it, but I made enough today, so we have 3 days that we can drink it because we really need to get just back on track. But I wanted to share, you know how I like to try different things. I'm always doing something different. Really what I like to do is try and cheat the system so I can see what I can get away with, because I don't want to give up all the things that I know that I have to give up to get rid of this 25 pounds. So I always just kind of like to see what biohacks that I can do for my body to help myself feel good and with as minimal amount as work as possible, because I don't like to sweat. So that's a struggle, and I really like my sweets. So throw up some hearts if you have a sweet tooth like myself, and it's a struggle bus for you. But you know, I used to be able to get away with all this stuff for years and years and years. And then when I hit in my 40s and I had my hysterectomy, everything just went to kapooey. So as I've shared before, I've been on a biohack journey. I didn't even know really that was a thing, but literally that's kind of what I've been doing for probably the last decade, I would say. But so today, I'm coming to you. Number one, it's a miracle that I even have any energy left in the day. It's 9 o'clock at night. Like, what? We've got all kinds of gnats in our house, little fruit flies. So you guys are going to have to tell me what your hacks are in getting rid of fruit flies, because they are ridiculous in our house right now. But anyway, so you know that I like to do all different kinds of things to try and not necessarily cheat the system, but literally I know what to do. About, a year ago, over a year ago, I was definitely down 25 pounds, and I had worked to get to that point. And of course, Taylor's wedding, I'm at my highest weight that I've ever been, because they say, you know, when you lose weight, and sometimes you can gain it back, and you'll gain it back even more than where you were at. And of course, I'm not getting any younger, so my body isn't working in my favor. But anyway, so throw up some hearts if you have a sweet tooth and you're on a struggle bus and trying to get some energy. And because first it has to start with, like, I knew that I had to get my mindset in a place where I could like focus on a plan, right? And sometimes that's even a struggle just to get there, just to be like, I mean, you know, you got to take care of yourself, and you know that there are things that you got to do to get there. But when your body doesn't want to move and your mind isn't cooperating to get you in that focused place, then you're just, you know, bouncing all over the place. So I wanted to share something that I have been taking, because I love trying all different kinds of stuff all the time. I've tried all different kinds of supplements throughout the years. There's a lot of really great things out there, but you know, a lot of times you tend to plateau, and so I like to change it up a lot. But I'm just fascinated by all this stuff, because I know that it all starts with our gut health. And when I lost my 20 pounds that I did lose, I knew that it was all gut and hormone related, and all about feeding my body properly with good nutrition and eating all the right things. And to do all that too, it takes work and energy. Oh my gosh. I am still also following my girlfriend who got certified in nutrition. She's been doing like 30-day challenges, and I've been in her group. So this will be the third time, but the second go around, I made one recipe out of that whole entire 30-day challenge, just because life was a little bit busy with the wedding, and I couldn't get it together. Spiraling out. So anyway, so I know it all starts in our gut, right? I've learned a lot about this and through the years. I've done a lot of research, a lot of book reading. I know that we can help our arthritis get better. I know, and maybe some of you haven't even heard this, but they're talking how Alzheimer's is now the new diabetes 3, because it all, you know, our gut and our brain are connected more than they ever thought so before in the past. You know, I guess they always just thought, well, our brain is our brain and we can't make it any better. As a matter of fact, I remember even like 4 or 5 years ago arguing, not necessarily arguing, but debating with somebody that I work with. He was going to medical school at what the Des Moines school. I can't even think of the name of it. But anyways, and he was saying that, you know, once your brain cell is dead, it's dead and it cannot, you know, be reproduced. And I had already been researching some of this stuff, and that's not what I was learning and understanding. And the crazy thing is that our medical doctors, they just don't get nutritional classes to understand really how the body and food fuels our body. So I just find it super fascinating. I mean, I'm reading a book about our brain and literally how we can change the makeup. And I'll just share, like, I'm super paranoid that I'm going to get Alzheimer's or dementia because it runs in my family. And I know that, like, you know, as I've aged, especially after I had my hysterectomy and this whole menopause thing, you know, it's really challenged my cognitive thinking. And so I've had to just be cognizant of that. And then, of course, my mom had colon cancer. And so anyway, you know, all these things are so very important for me and all of us. I mean, we all have different genetics, different issues that run within our family, but it's important to understand that we can change the path that we're on to make it better. So anyway, I find this stuff absolutely fascinating. And so when I find something that I think, oh gee, that might be helpful, I like to try it. And so the last thing that I tried, I guess that was kind of new, was the mud water. I was really thinking that that was going to have a lot of adaptogens in it to make me feel a little bit more energetic. But I think I really just needed to like clean up my health a little bit more. I'm still drinking that, but it didn't give me what I was hoping that it would give me. But anyway, I am still using that. It's okay, but because I'm still kind of playing around with that. I'd like to use it a little bit more before I can judge, right? But anyway, so I have watched a ton of Dr. Gundry's videos. Maybe you guys have seen him, but he talks about you know, all the gut health, and his big thing is lectins are something that are sneaky in our diet. They're in peppers, they're in tomatoes, the skins of tomatoes, the outer part of shells of almonds, potatoes, all kinds of things that you wouldn't think would be inflammatory in your gut lining. But those are some of the things that he really focuses on. And I didn't necessarily have problems with all of those foods, but I did notice that almonds can maybe be troublesome for me. And I've heard some other people where they have to soak them overnight so they're easier to digest and that kind of thing. So it's just little things that you wouldn't have thought about that might be irritating to your gut lining. But anyway, he was really interesting in how he was talking about his product could actually help repair the gut lining for leaky gut, which majority of Americans that eat our standard American diet or have belly fat, chances are you have leaky gut. So I really wanted to try his Total Restore. And in his videos, he talks a lot about there is an ingredient in some foods that actually can help the gut lining, repair it, and he has put it into a supplement called Total Restore. And so I was really interested in trying this, and that was $69.95, so it wasn't super cheap. It was a 30-day supply. You take 3 pills with an 8-ounce glass of water, and I thought that's pretty painless. I would say that I didn't have like earth-shattering like changes, but I wasn't very diligent about taking them. However, you know, when I had taken them pretty good for like that first week, and then I stopped taking them because you forget, because I'm totally like that. And then you start it up again. And then what I did notice is I had less stomach pain. So I do really feel like this has helped with my gut lining a little bit, less stomach ache, and a little more regular. So if any of you are kind of feeling some gut discomfort, this might be something that you want to think about. Yeah, so I really do feel like it helped me enough that I'd be interested in buying it again, although it is a little expensive. But he's really the only one that I have seen talk about a product that's repairing the gut lining. So if that's something that has been bothering you, you might want to check it out. And then he had another product that I bought separately on another time. It was called Energy Renew, because in some of his videos he really talked about, you know, as we age, it's just natural, your energy level depletes or it declines. And I have been on the energy struggle bus, let me tell you. I mean, 8 o'clock comes and my brain is just like, and I've been working a lot of overtime. I don't know what in the world is happening with my job right now. Like, I never work overtime, and then all of a sudden I'm at home and I'm working overtime very frequently, unfortunately. And so by the time I'm done working, and then Ron usually has something for me to do because I'm still helping out on his end with his business. And I have a Pomifera business that I got to run. So I got things to do and things to share with people. So I don't have time to be tired. And let me tell you, I have been tired. And I mean, what happens is like, I mean, I probably should go to bed earlier too, because that is a big component as well, getting better sleep. And I sleep okay, but lately I have been having like getting up in the middle of the night for, which is like so not like me at all. But what happens is like, you know, you get tired at 8 o'clock and then you're just not motivated to do anything, and then nothing gets done, and then it's there for you tomorrow, and so on and so forth. So I really wanted to give this Energy Renew a try to see what it would do. And it didn't look like it had, you know, it doesn't have like caffeine in it or anything like that. It's all just a lot of polyphenols to help with natural energy. It's like a fruit blend is what this is. So I went ahead and got it, and I'll tell you. So this one is supposed to promote your heart, health, energy, and vitality. Supports metabolism and weight loss. Now, I haven't had any weight loss. I have not been using it really diligently. At first, I was putting it in my smoothies, and I really loved it. It tastes really good like that. It is very sweet on its own, and that's what I was afraid of. I was afraid that I wasn't going to be able to drink it because, like Dr. Oz says, if you don't like it, you're not going to continue with it, right? So I was putting it in my smoothies, and honestly, I was feeling a little bit rejuvenated. I wouldn't say that I was like, you know, bouncing off the walls with energy or anything like that. But this last week, I've been just drinking it just, you know, like in 8 or 12 ounces of water, and it's been very tolerable, even though it is a little bit on the sweet side. But you can easily mix it with something else. But this is not earth-shatteringly different. However, it's given me enough energy to come to you live tonight, number one. Have like some focused brain function after 9 o'clock, which has been amazing, right? So I really do feel like this has helped a little bit. I mean, it's kind of gotten me over this plateau where, you know, you got to start somewhere. You have to like force yourself to be able to get a walk in through the day, or lift some weights, or make better healthy choices. You know, when your energy level is low, it is just so hard to get out of that funk. And I have been on that struggle bus for months now. So I wanted to share with you, I do think that this is helping a little bit. So this is Energy Renew. Again, it's just a really large amount of fruits, super fruits in there. And he has like a proprietary blend, something else that's quite a bit. I don't know. I don't know all the details. All I really care about is, does it have fillers in it? Because we don't want the fillers, and we just want the good stuff. I mean, I've been around. I've seen enough stuff to know what to look for. We don't want the junk. We don't want artificial stimulants. We just want clean energy and stuff that will really actually nourish our bodies, so our bodies will function properly. So this again was not cheap. It was $74.95. But you could just get it on, you know, you'll just look up Dr. Gundry, and you would be able to find his website. But I really do feel like that is helping, because I mean, I haven't been motivated to do this. Drink my juice. I've been fighting vertigo, all the things. So it's time to kick it up a notch, feel better. My dad has been taking Dr. Gundry's probiotic. I think it's like a pro and a prebiotic. And he says that he can feel a difference with their products too. So that's my tips for Wellness Wednesday. If you guys are doing something new for yourselves and you're seeing some differences, please share it in our group. I'd love to hear about what you're doing, what you're up to. Are you feeling well? Because we're all in this thing together. So that's all I have for you. Thanks for watching, and I guess that's it. And I'll chat with you later. Thanks for listening, you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye.